Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
So we were continuing with chapter 3, right? Linear regression. As we have already learned many formulas of linear regression, we have done many sums of linear regression. Now we are going to continue with it and we will do the short sums. Usually students make mistakes in the short sums. So we will revise them again and again so that we can be very perfect with it, right? So we have the formulas. You already know when we learn linear regression, we correlate those formulas with linear correlation. Yeah, in linear regression, first of all, what do? We find regression line of y on x. What does it mean, y on x? We find the estimated value of y. What do we find? We find the estimated value of y in respect with x. That is why we write y on x. What does it mean? It is the estimated value of y in respect with x. So that is what we find. We find an estimated value. For finding the estimated value, we have to find the regression line in 3 steps. First of all, we'll find the value of b, and the formulas for b, we correlate it with the formulas of linear correlation, right? We find b. The first step is we find b, then we find a, and then we find y cap. This cap suggests that it is the estimated value, right? We find b, then we find a, and then we find y cap. We know the formulas. We have already done many sums on it, right? Now we are going to continue with the short sums. Formulas will be almost the same. First of all, before starting, I would like to correlate the formulas. I would like to revise the formula for y cap. What do we do? What do we write for y cap? A plus bx. This is the equation. Okay, this is the equation for y cap, which is a plus bx. In the steps we already learned, we'll find a, we'll find b. Both of these things are used over here, and this x is usually given in the question. In case this x is not given in the question, what we will do is we will write x over there and we will leave it. Because it is an equation, we have to complete an equation. X is not given in the question. What we can do? We can write over there x and we can leave the answer over there. Okay? So these are the things what we do. What we find? We basically find y cap. Our main purpose is to find the estimated value. If I say x and y, we already know we have 2 variables, that is x and y. If x, suppose it is studying hours and y is result, means how many hours you studied, dependent on that how much result you got. And if you are studying for so and so hours, what will be your result? Means you are finding what? You are finding an estimated figure that itna ghante पढ़ी तो मुझे इतना रिजल्ट आएगा. It can be yes also, it can be no also, and that is what is we call error. If there is a change in the actual and the estimated value, that is what we call a error. Okay, this is what we used to learn and we already are aware about it. We are going to continue with the short sums, which are very important. First, basically because the lengthy sums, we have a procedure, we go with the procedure. But in the short sums, depending on the question, you have to solve it, and that is why it has to be done systematically and the formula has to be remembered properly. We'll go with the flow and we'll understand. Let's see what we start with. What we do, the first sum, let's see what's the question is given. It is given summation x, summation y is given, x minus 170 is given. Now what is this 170? To find what is this 170, first of all, we'll find x bar. X bar will be summation x divided by n. X bar will be 1020 divided by 6, and that comes to 170. Let's find y bar also. Y bar will be 990 divided by 6, and that comes to 165. Now can you see 170 and 165 we have already written over here, right? Can you see this is what? This is my x bar. Understanding? What is this? Y bar. This is my y bar. Are you getting? So summation x minus 170 square, this what does it shows? It shows that it is summation x minus x bar square. Yes or no? Yes, it is x minus x bar square. So what do we have? We have x minus summation x minus x bar square, that is what? 60. We have summation y minus y bar square, that is 105, and again here it is 170 and 165. Again, what does it suggest? It is x bar and it is y bar. So we have summation x minus x bar, y minus y bar, and that is 45. Is that clear to everyone? Now this is the data what is given to us, right? We have interpreted what the data is given to us, and now we will start solving it. Okay, n was given to us as 6. Depending, as I already told you in the short sums, what we have to do, depending on the data given to us, we have to use the formula. Yes. Okay, so we have to find, first of all, what we have to find, we will do the y on x part. Okay, so we'll find the regression line of y on x, and as I told you, for regression line of y on x, my first step is to find out b. My first step is to find out b. Now depending on the data which is given to us, we know the formula for the b will be summation x minus x bar y minus y bar divided by summation x minus x bar the whole square. Because whenever we compare this formula with linear correlation, we know that we under the formula of b, we don't have to take under root, we don't have to take the y portion. Understanding? So this is what? This is b. Okay, so what the data is given to us, what is it? 45 will be divided by x minus x bar the whole square, that is 60. The value of b will be
0.75.
yeah, it is 0.75. So my first step is done. What was my first step? To find out b. Next step will be a. The formula for a is y bar minus b x bar, and the formula for a will not change in any case. It will remain the same for all the sums. It is a short sum, it is a lengthy sum, the observations are big, the observations are in decimals, not in decimals, whatever. Okay, the formula for b will not change. Y bar, if we have already found out y bar, it is 165 minus 0.75, and x bar we got as 170. So you have to multiply 170 with 0.75 and you have to minus it from 165, that comes to the 37.5. This is what? This is a. We got b, we got a. Our next step is to find out y cap, and the formula for y cap is a plus bx. A is 37.5 plus b is what? 0.75, and x, as I told you, it might be given in the question, and when we have written the question, it was nowhere mentioned, anything was mentioned about x, so we will leave as it is. So x will be x itself. This question was divided into two parts. The first part was y on x, and the other part is also given to check the reliability. And whenever in the question, anytime, if it is given, we have to check the reliability. What we have to find? We have to find coefficient of determination. Whenever reliability check has to be done, we have to find coefficient of determination. We have to find coefficient of determination, and to denote coefficient of determination, we denote it by r square, capital R square. Coefficient of determination is denoted by capital R square, and capital R square is nothing else than small r square. We already know r, small r. What is it? Second chapter, linear correlation. R is correlation, right? So we know the formula for R. If this data is given, what will be the formula for R? Summation x minus x bar under root of summation x minus x bar the whole square, summation y minus y bar the whole square. We know the formula of R, but we don't want R. We want coefficient of determination, that is R square, that is small r square. So what we have to do? We have to do the square of this. We have to write the square of this. Yes or no? Data we already have, we just have to write the data and we have to do the square. Is it clear to everyone? Two questions were asked in this. We have to find y on x and we have to check the reliability. Whenever it is given in the question, you have to check the reliability, then you have to find coefficient of determination. Is it clear to everyone? Shall we move to the next one? Yes. Yeah, again the question is given to you y on x as we are already doing regression. Listen everyone, in any case, because if the question is given, the question for linear correlation and linear regression, both the questions will be in the form of x and y. We will be having two variables. The first variable is x and the second variable is y. So in any case, if you are not able to correlate which sum has to be done by which method, you have to be very clear that whenever it is mentioned in the question it is written linear regression, yeah, it is written regression line of y on x, it clearly shows that we have to do by these steps, where we have to find b, then we have to find a, and then we have to find y cap. Children get confused by these things, that which formula to apply, which sum to be done. It is done by correlation method or it is done by regression method. So whenever it is correlation, it might be written find correlation, or it might be written, if it is rank correlation, it might be written find rank correlation. And if it is not mentioned rank correlation, you have to understand it will be done by which method? It will be done by Karl-Pearson's method. Understanding, we have learned two methods, right? We have learned Karl-Pearson, we have learned Spearman's rank correlation. If it is not mentioned that it has to be found by rank correlation, then Karl-Pearson should be used. And if it is mentioned it is a regression line of y on x, then you have to do the regression, where we have to do the steps of b, a, and lastly y cap. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, very good. If you know we have to find y on x, first of all, we'll write the equation. What is the equation of y cap? The equation is a plus bx. And the equation that is given to you, see, the equation is already found. Now see, b is already found, a is already found. They have already found the values and they have directly given you the equation. The equation that is given to you is y cap is equals to 12 minus 1.5x. Can you correlate it with the equation that is given, that is for regression line? We have the equation as a plus bx, and the equation that is given to us in the question, can you correlate it? Can you correlate? Yes, when you are correlating it, you can understand that the value which is below a is the value of a, the value below b is the value of b. So now tell me, what is a?
12.
Yeah, a is 12. What is b?
1.5.
No, it is not 1.5. It is minus 1.5. Why minus 1.5? Can anyone explain me why minus 1.5? Because in our equation the sign is plus. In our equation, the equation of linear regression, the equation is y cap is equals to a plus bx. Means this minus sign is of whom? It is of b. So b is minus 1.5. Is it clear to everyone? Next time you won't be doing this mistake, right? The equation is a plus bx and the value which is given to us is in minus, which clearly shows that the value of b is in minus. Yes, very good. So we got a, we got b, x bar is given to you, y bar you have to find. You have a, you have b, x bar is given to you 6 and you have to find y bar. Can anyone tell me which formula to apply so that we get the value of y bar? The formula of? Yes, which formula to apply? Yes, Anjali? Y cap formula. Y cap is already given to you. There is no need of y cap. Y cap is given to you. Already a is found, b is found. Now you have to find this y bar. To find this y bar, which formula has to be applied so that, yes, anyone else? A formula. Why a? Because in a we have y bar also, we have x bar also, and we know a also. If one missing figure we have to find, we can find. The formula for a is y bar minus b x bar. See carefully. We have A is equals to y bar minus b x bar. We have A. Yes, we have. We have to find y bar. That is one missing figure. We have B. We have B. Yes, we are already given. Do we have x bar? Yes, we have x bar. Only if we need 4 figures and 3 are already given, can't we find one? Yes, of course, one missing figure can be found out, right? That's why we are applying the formula of A, that is y bar minus b x bar. What is A? A is 12. What is y bar? Y bar is missing. What is B? We have already found 1.5 and it will be multiplied with x, that is 6. When 1.5 is multiplied by 6, what is the answer? It is 9, but we have sign over here minus, so we will write over here minus 9. Is it clear to everyone? Moving forward, if it is 12 over here, we have y bar, and here we have minus. Again we have minus, it will be plus 9. Yes or no? Okay, now what is missing? We are missing with y bar. How to find 12 minus 9? That comes to y bar is 3. Wasn't it easy? Yes, you have to go by the flow. You can understand it very easily. Remember, y cap is a plus bx. Here the sign was minus. Don't forget to put a minus sign. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Moving towards the next one, a similar kind of a sum. Again, we'll write the equation. This is more easier. Why? Because we have solved already this. By 11.5 plus 0.65x. Now everyone will easily tell me what is the value of A. 11.5. What is the value of B?
0.6.
Once we know A, once we know B, we are given with y bar, that is 18, and x bar is missing. We have 4 data and 1 is missing. Can't we find 1? Yes, of course. By the formula of A, we will apply the formula of A, which is what? Y bar minus B x bar. We have A 11.5 minus y bar, we have 18, and minus B we have 0.65 into x bar is missing. Okay, fine. Chalo. 11.5 is equals to 18 minus 0.65 x bar. Is it clear? What we will do, if 18 comes this side, it will be 11.5 minus 18, and here it will be minus 0.65 x bar. 11.5 minus 18 will be
Minus 6.5.
minus 6.5 is equal to minus 0.65 x bar, and you want to find x bar, that means minus 6.5 will be divided by minus 0.65, that is what? The value of x bar will be 10. Minus minus will get cancelled. 6.5 will be divided by 0.65 and you will get the value of x bar as 10. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Understanding? Yes. Okay. One thing again I would like to tell you, always remember, whenever you are if the equation of y cap is given to you, whenever it is given to you, if it is with x, if it is with x, it is B, and if it is single, it is A. You have to remember this point, because in this question it was given in the form of an equation, but in the other questions it might be given in the twisted form also. So you have to understand that whenever the value is single, it is the value of A, and whenever it is with x, it is the value of B. Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Fine. Let's see. What is given to you? X bar is given to you, y bar is given to you, B is given to you, and you have to find y on x. First step, which is B, which is already done, it is 1.2. Second step is A. What is the formula of A? Y bar minus B x bar. Y bar we have 11, x A we have 1.2, and x bar we have 5. So value of A, final answer will be 5. Okay, B is done, A is done. The next step is what? Y cap, which is A plus BX, 5 plus 1.2 into x. The value of x is not given, so we will leave as it is. Is that clear? It was very simple. As we did the earlier sum, we are able to correlate, right? Okay. A little change in the formula. Let's see what is given to you. X bar is given to you, y bar is given to you, and what is given to you? S square of x is to covariance is given to you. Now whenever you write anything, you have to just remember that you can change the form but you cannot change the meaning. Okay, always remember this thing. You can change the form but you cannot change the meaning. If this is written to you, can you write it s square x, it is given is 2, so divided by covariance xy, that is 5 is to 3 is given to 5 by 3. Can you write it this way? I have just changed the form. I have not changed the meaning. I have just changed the form. This can also be written this way. Yes, you have to find y on x, means you have to find b, you have to find a, and you have to find y cap, right? 3 things has to be find out. सबसे पहले find करना है b. So you have to find b, and the very basic formula of b is what? The very basic formula of b is covariance xy divided by the, but in the question what is given to you is, can you see the reciprocal is given to you? Covariance नीचे है, s square of x ऊपर है. Can you see? If this is reciprocal, so if we want covariance by s square of x, so we have to do this also reciprocal. So it will be 3 by 5, that is
0.6.
we got b. Next step is a, which is y bar minus b x bar. Y bar is 75 minus b, just we got 0.6 into x bar is 60, and our final answer will be, we got b, we got a. Next step is y cap, which is a plus b x. A is 39, b is 0.6, and x will be given in the question. I said you, yeah, in this question it is given x is equals to 65, so we have to multiply it with 65, and the final answer will be
78.
y cap is 78. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see the further questions. Before starting the question, first of all, we'll revise what is y cap. Y cap is the estimated value of y in respect with x. Y cap, the equation for y cap will be a plus bx. You have to remember always the value which is given single will be a, and the value which is given with x will be the value of b, because whenever you have to find y cap, you need b, you need a, and you need y cap. You will finally find y cap. Okay, whatever. The equation that is given to you, y cap is equals to 50 plus 3.5x. Now you can easily correlate. What is the value of a? The value of a is 50. What is the value of b?
3.5.
The value of b is 3.5. One more information is given to you. The information that is given to you is something is written in the bracket. And what is written? In the bracket it is written 16 and observation 16 and 108. Now you have to always remember, whenever the value is given in the form of a bracket, where we have bracket and a comma, always write over it, it is the value of x and this is the value of y. Okay, the value of x and this is the value of y. So next step is what we have to find. We have to find error. Error when x is what? 16. Let's see. We have to find the error. So for finding the error, first of all, we have to know the value of y cap. The y cap was 50 plus 3.5. X is given to you 16. So the value of y cap will be
106.
Value of y cap is 106. The bracket what was written, when x is 16, y is
108.
x is 16, y is 108, and we found y cap using 16. है ना? What do we do? जब भी हमें error find करना है, what do we do? V minus y divided by y cap. Y minus y cap. What is y? Y is the actual value and y cap is the estimated value, and e is the error. And error is what? Y minus y cap. Y is my actual value and y cap is my estimated value. Whenever x is 16, y is 108. It is 108 and we found y cap as 106, means this 2 is our error. This 2 is our error. We got an error, a little change, ठीक है? Actual जो है वो कुछ अलग है और थोड़ा सा अलग. कितना? 2 digit. Understanding? What is error? Error is y minus y cap, actual minus estimated. Is it clear to all? Yes. Moving forward again. Can you see? Same question. Y bar, y cap is what? 22 point plus 0.8x. Whenever I told you, if it is given in the bracket, the first one will be x, this one will be y, and it is already given to you also that x is what? 10. So you have to find error when x is equals to 10, and if you want to find the error, first you have to find the y cap, right? So okay, y cap will be 22 plus 0.8, and x, the value of x is 10, that is 22 plus 8, and that is 30. We got y cap. We have to find error. Error is what? Y minus y cap. Y minus y cap. When x is 10, y is 30, and y cap also 30. There is no error. Can you see? There is no error. Actual or estimated दोनों same आया. Understanding? So it is same. Okay. So these are the sums we have done. We will continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you everyone.